Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Man, this shit is unprecedented. I've never seen it before. It's the virtue signaling domino effect. It's the virtuous monkey see, virtuous monkey do. Are there any companies that are not buying into this BLM bullshit? Because they're a letter short in their acronym. It's not BLM, it's CBLM. Certain Black Lives Matter, not all. The killer has to be the right tone. And Black Lives Matter, where did that start? Where did that bullshit start? Well, it was made famous by Michael Brown when he said, or when they said that he told the cop, hands up, my hands are up, don't shoot me. So the whole hands up, don't shoot bullshit, that's where that came from. Lies. Witnesses said that's not what happened at all. So all these companies are buying into this bullshit because nobody wants to be left out. Nobody wants to be left on the I'm a racist island, because apparently you're put there just because you don't fall in line with this bullshit. And we can't get away from it. Everywhere you turn, some company has some advertisement about how we stand with and we support the... Shut up. My niece just graduated. I asked her, what do you want? What do you want? She said, I want some shoes. I said, what shoes do you want? Like any good uncle, ask and you shall receive. She said she wanted some Vans. So I go on the Vans website, and what am I greeted with before they even show me nairn fucking shoe? Little statement on there. I didn't even read it. I glanced at it. I saw BLM in there. I saw black community, and I'm like, what the fuck again? I beg the question, where were you? Since these Black Lives Matter so much, were you guys just completely blindsided by this shit? Like, what? Wait a minute. There's a black community out there? Because you guys seem to be completely shocked by this. Because this is the first time I've ever heard this. None of you guys gave a fuck. But now it's high profile, it's mainstream, so you have to fall in line. Because if you don't, you're going to be called a what? You already know. I follow this restaurant on Instagram. They make the best looking shit, very inspirational. I like to cook. So I look on there, and what do? Release a statement. We support, we stand with. So these people start attacking them in the comments. Well, that wasn't good enough. You need to take a better stand and pick a side. I'm like, wait a minute. This is a restaurant. They're in the business of food, not the business of politics. But when you say stupid shit like that, you open yourself up to criticism. I was like, if you guys want good food, come here. If not, get the fuck out of here. But then again, they invited it with their stupid fucking taking a stance. Everybody's doing it. I turn on my TV, Amazon Prime. What's on the front page? It says Black History. We're not in February, and this wasn't up a week ago or a few days ago. So it says Black History hardship / hope. See, that is the fucking problem. Hardship and hope. Black folks are always seen as this downtrodden fucking Eeyore group of people. I woke up again black today. Stop that shit. We're not this downtrodden, woe is me, somebody's putting up a roadblock or a hurdle in front of me every time group of fucking people. Just like everything else, it's a few getting the bullhorn to tell the many what to do or how to be. Hardship and hope? The fuck is that supposed to mean? It says it. Black history, hardship, and hope. So that's all we've had is a bunch of hardship and a bunch of hope. That shit is so stupid. And everybody's buying into it. Roger Goodell yesterday, I don't know if he said it yesterday, maybe he did it the day before. I saw it yesterday. Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, got up there talking a bunch of simp-ass, no backbone, I better fall in line because I don't want to be called racist. So he's up there, oh, I stand with the black community, and we were wrong for not supporting the players' right to protest. So what? Now next season you're going to be like, hey, if you want to kneel, go ahead, man. I'll be kneeling right there with you. Never mind the majority of NFL fans who don't want to see that shit. They don't care. All they hear is if I don't say something, I'm called racist. Never mind the fact that the NFL is more than 70% black, and the NFL has created more black millionaires than any other business in U.S. history. But that's not good enough. That's not good enough. I want more blood at the altar of the black community. That's not enough. We want more. See, when you keep doing shit like that, pretty soon people are going to go, I'm not giving you any more. You've had enough. Fuck you. That's going to cause animosity. There's some hatred coming down the road if you keep this up. You think black folks got it bad now? Wait till the country's not bowing to your every fucking whim, treating you like a mentally handicapped child. That's what they treat black folks like, is special needs kids. And there's enough of us that buy into that shit to where they think we're all like that. I'm here to tell you, we're not. Most aren't. I'm so sick of this shit. Everywhere you turn, everybody has a fucking statement to release. Everybody stands with. Stands with for what? You gonna stand in that house and be a father to those kids? Because there's no father there? That's the only thing that's gonna help. Michael Jordan. Oh, we're the Jordan or Nike Foundation, whatever the fuck he said, is gonna give $100 million to the black community over 10 years. Who's the black community representative that's accepting this money? This is just like that carbon tax bullshit. Saying we need to give a bunch of money for climate change. Haven't heard nothing about that. But that's just like that bullshit saying we have to give money. You got to pay for a carbon tax. We got to give money to who? The earth? Do we just take all the money and bury it in the earth and the earth will decompose it and absorb it and forgive us for our environmental sins? That doesn't make any fucking sense, and neither does giving money to the black community. Who is that? Are there going to be drop-off stations throughout the country so the black community can go there and get some of this money? No, it sounds like more corruption and more bullshit, because in order to distribute this money, you're going to have to get somebody to distribute it. That's called a board, a committee. That's called bureaucracy. That's called more fucking hands to go into that pie and steal from it. Look how long we've been giving money to Africa. They're still starving. They're still fighting. Look how long we've had this war on poverty, whatever that is. Do you want to win the war on poverty? Stronger families, education, period. But Jericho, that's so simple. I know. You want to be successful? Have a good family. That doesn't guarantee you anything. Just because you grew up as a Huxtable doesn't mean you're going to be a stand-up citizen. But it gives you your best shot. It gives you your best opportunity. It gives you a springboard into life. If you're from a single parent home, chances are your life is going to be fucked. Don't believe me, believe the numbers. 70% of juvenile defenders come from where? 70 to 80% of prisoners, adult prisoners, come from what? If you come from a single parent home, you are 20 times more likely to grow up poor. 9 times more likely to go to prison. All because you come from a single parent home. Now, does that speak to all single parent homes? No. But chances are, shit's gonna be fucked up if you come from a single parent home. Anybody ever heard of daddy issues? But no. They don't want to do the hard work. That's not the system they want to change. Let's change the justice system. No, motherfucker. If you fix the family, you don't need to worry about the justice system because less people will be in it. I'll be 40 in November. That sounds real fucking weird when I say it out loud. I'll be 40 in November. One thing I've done good at, one thing I've done great at, one thing I've been downright excellent at is staying out of the criminal justice system. I've had run-ins with the cops. I got a lead foot sometimes. When I was younger, I had expired tags. But that was it. I'm nice to them. They're nice to me. No bullet holes, no beat downs. I've been doing great. So don't tell me it's not possible. And I am nothing special. I'm just like everybody else. So is my brother. You know why? We came from a home with 2 parents. Not only did we have 2 parents, we had 2 parents that gave a shit. That's all it takes. And that will give you your best shot at life. That's not what they want to do. They want to give money. Let's donate money to the black community. What is the black community? What does that mean? Okay, you're going to throw a bunch of money at it. That hasn't worked and it won't work. It's like socialism. Shit doesn't work. Never has, never will. That's like if you build a house. It's brand new. It's cutting edge. It's state of the art. It's big. It's spacious. It's clean. It's wonderful. And you let a bunch of 5-year-olds in there. What are they going to do? They're going to fuck that house up. Because they have no appreciation. You can't just throw money and give people nice shit. Okay, you rebuild the hood. Are you changing the type of people that are in the hood? Are you changing the mindset of the people in the hood, in the ghetto? Nope. So you're going to get the same results because a brand new shiny community center don't mean shit. And that's what they've been doing. So don't give me this Black Lives Matter bullshit until you're going to do things to really help those black lives. And the only thing that's going to help is strong family and education, period. Anything other than that, take that idea, fold it up nicely. You can lube it or not. Shove it directly up your ass. Because it will do better good in your ass than being implemented in real life. But everybody's, Black Lives. And I saw a headline today. Jeff Bezos responds to person who accused him of racism or some shit. Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, and you're going to respond to somebody that accused you of something that you're probably not? That's how bad it is. That's how bad that liberal guilt is. It makes you say and do stupid shit. Fellas, ladies, I don't know if you... Well, hold on. There's a lady I work with, and she told me that one time when she was like 8 or 9, there was some boy, and she wanted to impress him. So she figured, at the bus stop this morning, I'm going to do a cartwheel. Well, she cartwheeled and fell in a pile of dog shit. didn't impress that kid too much. My point is, when you're young, it's like when you're young and you're trying to impress somebody. Fellas, I know you can speak to this. We've all done amazingly stupid shit to impress a girl. We've all been there. This is what they're doing. What their liberal guilt is making them do. It's making them do some stupid shit to impress somebody. It's the liberal guilt, I think it's beating out TDS. It's a photo finish, but right now it's winning. Because you got all these people coming out talking about I stand with and I support. Shut the fuck up. But you know what? I'm almost to the beginning of this rat race. So let's end it on a positive note, shall we? I'll end it with some good news about our economy and a little story time with Uncle Jericho. So in May, 2.5 million jobs were added. Bro, Raggy? What? I thought we were supposed to be in the Great Depression 2.0. Nope, turns out we're adding jobs. Because see, putting people to work fixes a lot of things. It cures a lot of ills. Putting people to work, it gives you purpose. It gives you money, number one, but it gives you purpose. It gives you something to do with your time. People want to get back to work. People need to get back to work, and they are, despite what the mainstream mediocres may tell us. Now, quick little story time with Uncle Jericho. I'm trying to tell you a story. So yesterday, my daughter had to go pick up her stuff that was left in her classroom. She had some art. Her teacher's actually retiring, so she made a little memory book for the kids, and it was really nice. And we had to go, of course, pull up to the curb. The teacher came to the window of the car with a mask and gloves and all this crazy shit. So I wanted to take a shortcut to get there. And the shortcut is in between the fields. On either side of this 2-lane road are fields. Artichokes, strawberries, parsley, celery. Everything you got in your little crisper drawer at the bottom of your fridge, that's what's on either side of us when we're driving down this road. But it was a little wet yesterday, so there was mud. Anyway, I get home, there's mud all over my wife's van. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna wash the van. Of course, every time I wash the cars, my son likes to come out there and do his part. This time, he just wanted to ride his bike around up and down the street while I did it. So he's doing that, and since I work in Monterey, which is right by the water, you can smell the ocean from the parking lot. There's a lot of bird shit on cars. Seagulls are disgusting flying rats, and I hate them. And they shit all over your cars. Sometimes it looks like somebody saved up a 5-gallon bucket of bird shit and just dumped it on your car. One time, my back window was completely, and when I say completely, I mean completely, covered in bird shit. So there's bird shit all down the side of my car, and my son goes, "Daddy, why is there bird poop on your car?" And, I'm busy. I was like, "I don't know, son. Next time you see a bird, ask him." So a couple minutes later, it's my driveway, my neighbor's, and his truck was parked there. So a couple minutes later, I hear my son say, "Why are you pooping on my dad's car?" I'm like, "What? What the hell?" And I'm walking over here. "Why do you poop on my dad's car?" And I look over, and my son is about 6 feet away from this little tiny bird who's like perched on some bush, and he's asking him, "Why are you pooping on my daddy's car?" That shit was so funny. My son took it very literally. That is the beauty of kids. Everything is so simple. It's not complicated. I told him, well, next time you see a bird, ask him. Next time he saw a bird, he asked him, "Why are you shitting on my dad's car?" It's a legitimate question. And real quick, parents of kids who are, they're teens or older, they're adults. It's moments like that I have with my son that I want to remember, that I want to be able to tell him about. Those moments when you're like, when you get older, I'm going to remember this. I'm going to tease you about this when you get older. And the kids are like, what? Whatever. But the moments that you bring up, like when you were a kid, when you were 4 years old, you used to do this, or like I'll tell my son, hopefully, if I remember. One time I was washing my car and you said this. I just want to know, is there hope that I'm going to remember these moments? I'm not going to remember all of them, but I hope to remember a lot of these moments, because that childlike innocence, that childlike purity, life takes it away at some point. Life says, what's that, innocence? No, I'm gonna need that. Give it up. No, I don't want to hear it. Give me your innocence. Fuck that. Santa ain't real, neither is the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy. It's all your parents. Now get out there and work. Life's gonna do that eventually, but that childlike innocence and simplicity is just amazing and hilarious. That's part of the reason I love my kids so much. And another reason I love them so much, to show them I work every day. So let me get into it. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone, link in the description box, just $1.29. Help your boy stay independent. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.